Alright guys, this is Aegis, and I'm casting a free-for-all. Oops, I should have switched locked alliances off, that would have made it more interesting. It's on Toxic Slums, and we'll see how this match plays out. This is an okay-ish map. It's kind of conducive to players attacking each other early in order to grab more expansions, and over here is Soyu from UMBC. I should close that. His opponents are gonna be Zinger XVN. Of course, they're all against each other. Lelouch, Light, Siren, and Chaos Theory. And Soyu is the only Protoss player here. Oh no. So we'll see how he does holding it up for Protoss. Everyone else is Terran or Zerg. And so in a free-for-all, essentially you want to try to secure as many bases as possible. This is going to favor, I guess, Chaos Theory over here, trying to grab this back base over here. Maybe going for this main, or Soyu going to grab this main as well as this natural expansion. Siren, his opponent over here, Light. Actually, there's another base over here that Light and Lelouch can fight over, and Lelouch going for a pretty early pool here. I guess I should keep this open to see exactly what's going on. Siren is, no, Light is going for a refinery first, so he's going to have pretty fast either Hellions or Reapers out in the field. Soyu is going to be walling off at the front. I like how only Siren is the one that's scouting right now, and there's the drone scout coming out for Chaos Theory as well. He wants to know if there's anyone next to him, and he may sneak a base over there. If there's no one there, and there's these crucial gold expansions in the center of the map, and oh, Siren, oh no, 2 racks in the middle of the map, and there's the gold expansion going down for Chaos Theory. He's banking on the fact that no one's gonna scout this, and there's the drones and Zerglings coming across over for Zinger XPN, and there's the probe for Soyu getting killed off. He knows that the Zerglings are over here at Zinger XPN's base. There's a spine crawler on the way as well. Zinger XPN, he needs to throw down a spine crawler of his own, and he has enough right now. Where's the spine crawler? Oh no, throw down a spine crawler. The Zergling's trying to do some damage here. He's also making a couple of additional Zerglings for himself. And in the center of the map, meanwhile, Siren throwing down additional barracks, 3 racks in the middle of the map, and Light with the lull. I guess Light may have seen something. What does Light see? Oh, Light sees nothing inside of Lelouch's base. Chaos Theory with the lull as well. Lelouch saying that he won. And over here, Siren finishing up his racks. Over here, Zergling's coming out for Zinger XPN. He's going to be going after Lelouch. And Zinger XPN wondering why Lelouch is sorry, and additional drones are going to get killed off by Zinger XPN. This is actually going to free up the base for Zinger XPN to take soon. And the Soyu coming across with the zealots of his own as well. He's gonna kill this off as well. Looks like Zinger XPN may lose a couple of Zerglings as no, it looks like those Zerglings will get away free. The Soyu going 2 gate as well as no gas, nothing. He's not going for anything. And Chaos Theory, I think Chaos Theory is in a nice position. He's getting up his Roach Warren. He's got his gold expansion up. Siren sees the creep, so he's going to be able to rally a couple of units over there. The Zergling's coming across the field. He's going to see a naked base. And here comes the Zerglings. Looks like Light is pretty well defended. He's got a bunker up on the high ground. Marines all over the place for Siren, and Lelouch has left the game. And there's Soyu coming over here with his zealots. Chaos Theory a little bit confused of going on. He doesn't know a thing. He doesn't see anything over here. He's getting Zerglings out on the field. He knows he needs those units because somebody is dead. And Chaos Theory going to be hanging out at the front with a couple of his Zerglings. And Zinger XPN going to be scooting in here to see exactly what's going on. He's just scouting with those Zerglings. He's going to be able to get out of there with most of his Zerglings. And over here, Chaos Theory, his gold base is under attack. Looks like this will fall. The Zealots taking some damage from those Marines as well. The Zealots trying to clean up a couple of those drones. The Marines chasing after those Zealots, trying to kill them off as well. The Zerglings and the Roaches popping out here. Looks like the Zealots getting trapped in between the Roaches and the single Queen, trying to retreat. The three Zealots continuing to scoot around the map to see exactly what's going on. Chaos Theory asking for help from his ally, or his possible ally. Chaos Theory telling Light, his friend, that he's taken the gold, but it looks like Light is going for those cloaked Banshees. One is over here cleaning up Siren's base. Looks like Siren doesn't have too many SCVs remaining after this one. I think it's going to be a fight between Light and Zinger XPN. Or perhaps against Soyu, who's finally getting up his 4 gateways and his cybernetics core. And over here, Chaos Theory holding his ramp with a couple of those units. He can actually take this base quite safely now that Siren is essentially dead. He's got a couple of buildings in the center of the map. He still has a ton of Marines out in the field. Looks like those Marines headed over to here to see exactly what's going on. I think Light may be killing off Chaos Theory's base. It looks like Light is not trying to help Chaos Theory at all. Is there anything here that can actually shoot up? No, it's just the Queen. Oh no, the cloak going down. Is there an Evo chamber? No, there is not. And I think Chaos Theory is essentially dead right now. He's trying to hide his drones as best as he can. He's getting up a Baneling's nest. And over here, Soyu sitting nice and pretty. Where are those Marines? Siren continuing to scout about the map to see exactly what's going on. He sees the creep over here as well. And Zinger XPN now taking his base. He doesn't really have any units out in the field, does he? No, he doesn't. His overlords. Oh no, the overlord's getting cleaned up. Gonna be severely undersupply over here. 34 of 12. Soyu is actually doing a lot better than the Zinger XPN over here, walling off. And the Roach is cleaning up Siren's base as well. He's going to be relocating to these mineral patches. Light over here, he does have 2 command centers, not quite moved out to take a base as of yet. He's got siege tech up, so Light is in a very strong position as well. 64 food. Siren sitting at a nice, pretty 30. Roaches from Chaos Theory moving about the map. And I guess Light did leave Chaos Theory alive with a base. And yeah, so Soyu is going to be needing to take a base soon. He's got the Marines up at the front. Cannon ready to do some killing. Looks like some of this creep will get cleaned up as well. Zinger XPN with a Spore Crawler trying to hold off these Banshees. Going to be taking a little bit of damage here. One Banshee does go down. A ton of Spore Crawlers out in the field for Zinger XPN. Nearly every player is... We're at the 11-minute mark. Not a single player is over the 100 food count. There's the Roaches from Chaos Theory trying to poke around and do some damage. Has Chaos Theory seen the barracks in the center? He has. He hasn't actually gone after it. He's going to be continuing to scoot over here. Soyu moving out right now. He does see those Roaches. He's going to go ahead and move up. Force field one off and clean it up. Looks like a couple of units of that force field is totally playing against the Zinger XPN right now. He can't get those units to reinforce his main. Looks like these Roaches will do some severe damage over here. Zinger XPN. Oh no, the units from Soyu coming up to the front as well. Looks like they're going to be cleaning up a couple of Zinger XPN's units as well. Marines coming in here. It's going to be a 4-way battle. And there's the Stalkers getting trapped by Siren. The Roaches trying to do some damage to Zinger XPN. And over here, Soyu Zealots doing some damage to Zinger XPN's. Few Zerglings and the Roaches, the few drones trying to back out of here. The Roaches still alive thanks to Siren, actually. Aspire trying to get finished, cancelled. And Soyu does have his Stalkers inside of Zinger XPN's main trying to do some damage. More units being warped in here. He did break down that gateway so that he can push out. He's still got 4 gateways as well as the Forge. up to 50 some food. He's going to be trying to clean up a couple of those roaches here. And the Spire trying to get reconstructed, and down it falls. No cancel out of Zinger XPN. Those roaches are kind of stuck in an awkward place right now. Looks like these stalkers will be able to clean up these roaches to the delight of Zinger XPN. We'll see if Soyu decides to proceed by cleaning up the remainder of this base. Siren trying to get some footing out on the field, and a Light. Does he know that this? No, he doesn't. He doesn't know that this is here. So, Light, assuming that Siren is probably floated to somewhere else, he thinks he's got 3 bases secured, but little does he know, Siren is mining away those minerals over there. Looks like Soyu leaving Zinger XPN alive. Siren trying to hold the middle with these Marines. There are way too many stalkers out on the field. They're getting microed back. Kyle, no. Looks like a ton of Marines and Marauders running into Chaos Theory's main. He doesn't even have enough money to make a single drone. Why aren't you mining? You killed everything. Just blaming each other now. Siren trying to make a couple of Marines here. And he's got a single bunker left. We'll see if Soyu is able to clean that up. Looks like Siren's still keeping control of that tower. It'd be nice to see him float away now, but it looks like he's going to try to hold the line. He's got that one bunker here. Looks like these stalkers will be able to clean up a ton of those units. And over here, Light securing his position very strongly, 150 food. Is there anyone here that can actually match him? We got 51 food for Zinger XP, and we have over here 65 food for Soyu, so I don't even think the two players together can actually break through this tank line here. Light doing very well for himself, mining these 2 bases. He should be grabbing a third. Yep, there's the 3rd command center coming up for Light. And there's a couple of mutas on the way for Zinger XPN, but there's not really much that he can do. Chaos Theory moving his overlords across the field. That's all he can really do as of this point. Looks like Light cleaning up Soyu's base. He's trying to get his stalkers back into position, but it looks like the mutas are trying to get into position as well. These allies, says Light, they're just trying to gang up on you. I think their units actually shoot each other. And it looks like the Muta's trying to do some damage. More stalkers over here going to be able to clean this up. Those Marines are so low. They are on their deathbed. Looks like that Banshee cloaking up. Is there any detection here? No, there isn't. So that cloaked Banshee is going to be able to do so much damage. Looks like the stalkers doing some damage to those Mutas. There's really not much he can do. He's going to have to back up to this photon cannon. There's a nexus being created at this gold expansion for Soyu, trying to get himself back into this game. And there's that Banshee finally scouting this base out. Siren is trying to rebuild right here. Any sort of army is trying to get out a couple of Marines so that he can hold off this Banshee, now repairing that barracks. Looks like the SCVs are under fire as well. Zinger XPN coming across with his mutas right now. He's going to try to harass this Terran player over here. He does have a very well solidified position, but no missile turrets. And there's the units coming over here for Light, going to be cleaning this up. The mutas looks like they think better of this and will retreat. Soyu has managed to secure a base in the middle of nowhere in the wide open paths of this map. Looks like the mutas will pass by this map, so Zinger XPN is sort of treating Soyu as an ally, and Siren has been defeated. And over here, there's the orbital command going to be taking that former base, building up on that carcass. Siren has left the game. So it looks like it's going to be a battle between Soyu, Zinger XPN, and Light for the moment. Light is in the far upper hand. It looks like the mutas will be able to come in here and harass a little bit. Going to be doing some damage to these buildings, but the Marines do arrive just in time. Light doesn't have medevacs out in the field. Where are they? There they are. Ton of medevacs going to be retreating over there to be able to do some healing work. Soyu cleaning up his main base of those minerals. Zinger XPN taking his third. He's going to need to take a lot more bases. There's his fourth coming up as well. Going to be continuing to poke with his Mutalisks. This is keeping Light back, actually. Light can't move too far away because his opponents are so far away on this map. And I think we may be seeing an extremely long game. Chaos Theory getting his base cleaned up as well. So you throwing down 2 Stargates, so he's going to be going either for a couple of those Void Rays. And there's the Sea Shank sieging up. He needs to get out of there. And there's the few Stalkers remaining retreating. Light sieging up over here, securing this position as well. He's even secured this base for his taking. And Light, of course. And there's the multiple pronged pokings from either side. Chaos Theory telling him that he shouldn't have been killed. But Light, I think he's still in the upper hand of this game right now. Zinger, XPN, and Soyu teaming up to do some damage. And there's the move out from Light. He's going to be attacking Soyu's base. And this base will fall, and this leaves Soyu very far behind. He's got this 1 mineral patch. And not... well, he has some money. I guess he hasn't been macroing too well. And there's the rocks in the middle getting broken down. Muta's doing some damage inside of the main, but it looks like he's going to be able to clean that up pretty easily. Light should just throw up like 1,000,000 missile turrets, and he'll be completely fine. But instead, he's just choosing to leave his tanks out in the open and run his SCVs all over the place. Looks like he's going to lose his orbital command. That's huge. Oh no, Light is falling apart here a little bit. He's floating his main orbital command over to the former main base of Siren. Soyu at 75 food. He's going to have to hold this push off. This is going to be hard. So many Sea Shanks. Oh no, they're getting caught off guard. All of those Sea Shanks going to be falling. Looks like going to get surrounded on the other side. The Marines and the Marauders cleaning up the Stalkers of Soyu, easily doing that one. And Light advancing forward, more probes trying to run across the field. Light banking 3,000 minerals, a ton of Banelings being morphed by Zinger XPN. This is going to be the final confrontation. My last creep tumor. And there's the Banelings now rolling forward. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. The force field's going down in the backside, trying to hold that army in place. It's just not happening. And all of those Marines trying to do the damage. Looks like there's just not enough. The Mutas are going to be forced to fight over here. There's still plenty of Marines. I don't think Light is going to be able to lose this army. That sentence came out really, really weird. Looks like those Mutas are going to be retreating into Soyu's base. Gonna take a couple of shots at that forge. Looks like Soyu never able to get up that massive Void Ray army that he wanted. And Light is actually definitely going for the wrong person right now. He needs to go for the Zerg player. He's the one that actually has these bases able to produce, although he isn't really mining. Looks like Soyu's base will fall. And Light with 1,000,000 missile turrets, like I was saying before, able to hold down those Mutas and continue his production. And I think Light is going to be able to win this game. Zinger XPN mustering up as many forces as he possibly can to try to hold this off. And Soyu's base is getting completely decimated. 1 force field going down. That's just for that's just a nominal force field. It's not going to be able to do anything. The Muta's trying to poke in here. We'll see if they're able to smash this army. The Zerglings going to be engaging this army soon as well. The Banelings coming forward. Will he get the nice splash offs? And there's the Marines microing back. And there's all of it getting cleaned up. Looks like it's just a couple of medevacs remaining. Chaos Theory with the unhappy face. And Light over here, way oversaturated. He could have taken a couple extra bases and thrown down probably like 10 barracks during that battle and been able to mass up a really large Marine army to do a nice big push right now. But instead, he's just in a pretty bad position right now. well, I think Zinger XPN is actually way worse off. He has fewer bases mining and not much of an ability to make too much. Light over here matching his food count. Basically, there's only 2 players remaining. Will it be Light from Virginia Tech or Zinger XPN from UMBC taking this game? We'll see in just a few moments. There's a single probe remaining for Soyu trying to do some scouting action. Looks like the Marines see it and they will run forward and clean it up. Down goes Soyu's last probe, and the Muta's trying to do some damage, but the missile turret's too good. Zergling's coming in here as well, cleaning up a couple of those Marines. Looks like all of these missile turrets, nope, looks like the Marines reinforcing just in time, ripping through a couple of those Mutalisks. Light, you just need to throw down mass barracks and you'll be so good. I just want to see him throw down like 10 barracks. Muta's going to be coming over here. Soyu's got his last building selected. There's not much that he can actually do. Light going to be using his last Banshee, going to get cleaned up. Looks like Light is ready to move out once again. Marines and tanks, medevacs, as well as Thor's going to be advancing across the field. The Muta's going to be trying to do some poking. Once again, a ton of missile turrets up for Light. He wants to be able to hold this off while being able to move out to be able to kill off all of these bases of Zinger XPN, who is slowly but surely catching up. Infestation pit on the way. Zergling's going to be suiciding into this army of Light. And this game has gone on for 29 minutes now. We'll see if this push is going to be the one to end the game. He's moving on to Zinger. No, this is Chaos Theory's territory. Zinger XPN doesn't really see this push yet, so he's not making too much. Those are mine, Kyle. And Chaos Theory has been defeated. No more Overlords remaining. Looks like Light is going to be able to push into the main of Zinger XPN. There are a couple of Banelings being morphed. Will they be able to do the damage necessary? Stimming up and running forward. He's going to target down those Banelings as well as the Banelings nest. No more Banelings for Zinger XPN. And the Muta's unable to engage this ball directly, especially with the Thor backing it all up. And these Muta's unable to do the counterattack either, because over here there are Thors as well as turrets all over the place. Looks like Light pushing in for the win. There's a Spire going to be falling sooner or later. These 2 bases, no tech is available, and Zinger XPN also losing a ton of Overlords right now. Muta's continuing to try to do some poking. Light moving forward with a couple additional Marines as well as that Thor. He's at 1-1. What's Zinger XPN at? 2-0. Pretty good for being under fire for the entire game. Getting 6 pooled and then getting attacked. And there's the army for Light cleaning up the last second to last mining expansion of Zinger XPN, falling to 73 food. Most of that tied up in these Mutas, which are unable to engage anything directly. Light is now maxed out, and he's headed towards one of the final bases of Zinger XPN. A scan going down, 2 scans, seeing both of those bases. Zinger XPN desperately trying to make yet another base over here. Marines and Marauders, or 2 Marauders, 3 Marauders, and a single Thor pushing in to this final base. I guess he's going to sit around for a while. The Muta's trying to get into the main. Looks like not enough turrets over here, man. Looks like the turret's doing some damage. The Marines stimmed up and running over here. Going to be able to pick off a couple of those Mutas. Oh no, 2 unguarded command centers. Looks like they will be forced to lift and move away. A ton of SCVs going to be going down as well. Looks like Light not controlling his army right now. He's does he see this? Does he see what's going down? Yeah, he does. The medevacs come over here and see everything. And Zinger XPN going to be forced to back up with his Mutas. There's not too many left. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold the line any longer. GG out of Zinger XPN, and this game is going to go to Light. And so Light from Virginia Tech takes this this free-for-all. First free-for-all I've ever casted, I think, actually. So we'll see if Game 4 is ready for us to watch between Virginia Tech and UMBC.